Rose of the day. Actually, it's the first rose I've seen today. I don't see too many roses around lately. Yep, from now on, I'm leaving Fort Augustus this morning. It's 9 o'clock. I really didn't need to leave this early, but I just couldn't hang around anymore. From now on, we'll be walking around alongside Loch Ness. Going over the bridge, out of town. With big trucks. Yikes. There you go. And onward we go. Well, there I go. Well, first thing the trail did was take me up out of town. And now I'm going back down a little bit, so I'm on a road. Not much of a road, just a little. I don't know how much Loch Ness I'm going to see, but I know it's there. Over to my right. Over here somewhere. I don't know if I left the key to my room in the right spot. Last night at dinner she says, leave it on the table. And I thought she meant the table in the room. But now that I think about it, because I had to have the keys to unlock the front door going out in the street. And if I left the keys on the table in the room, I can't lock it behind me. Well, there you go. I don't know, she wasn't very clear. Or maybe she meant leave it on the foyer table in the entrance of the official hotel lobby. I don't know. Either way, it's on a table and it's in the room. So, and she also didn't tell me that the tea kettle leaked. So I had water in it last night, and I looked down on the tray that had the cups and everything on it, and it was ½ inch of water. Okay, maybe it's a ½ inch of water. A ½ inch of water. So I had to clean that up. I went, well, that wasn't very safe, having your tea kettle leak like that. Sounds like an accident waiting to happen. But anyway, I cleaned it up. So. The key's in the room. She can find it. I came across this little bridge, and I'm going, that's the main highway. Am I supposed to walk on the main highway? And then I did notice a sign, a little poster thing that said wrong way, but I don't know what they were talking about. Something about trail running, but so I walked back up from that intersection, walked back up to here because I looked at my online map. And yes, I was supposed to take a jog. And you can barely see this post right there. In fact, I'm not even sure if that's a post. I don't see any stinking sign. But looks more promising. Didn't say no enter, it just says no parking. So I think I go up here. I went up this road. Just went to that big old stone building. I'm going, well, I looked at my map, that's not getting me anywhere. So I came back down. I spied this little tiny sign. Great Glen Way. Really? Well, we'll see where this one takes me. Into the woods? That's too funny. Well, let's see. Warning, forced operations. Well, it didn't say anything about being closed. I looked on their website. Jeez. Okay. This must be the shortcut to where I was supposed to go. Well, that's kind of a sturdy, sort of, kind of, not ridge. Okay. Well, it's a pretty little stream. It's thing I don't have hardly anywhere to go today, because this isn't starting out very well. Obviously, this must have been the path, but frankly, and who's frankly? I didn't see it posted. Oh well, I'm on it now. Here we go. Well, that got my heart pumping. Bit of a hill coming out of town, but I'm coming up through this forested area. Got a good view of Loch Ness, though. And look at here. There's a sign. You know, I could have used that sign down at the bottom of the hill somewhere. Unless it was there and I just didn't see it. That could happen. So, we're turning this way. Oh, look. And there's a bench. How did they know that I would need a bench? That's too funny. It may look cool outside. Well, it's not hot, but I'm down to my shirt sleeves already. And of course, short pants. It didn't take me long to take my outer top off. It took me like halfway up that little hill. I stopped and took it off. Yeah. Look at that. Loch Ness. Is there any monsters in it? I think if there was something in it, somebody would have found it by now. This is a nice, pleasant stroll down a forest road. I know they're not going to have any logging operations on this route until the end of October. That's what it said on the site anyway. So, I'm safe. Oops. And now we're walking into the forest. It's nice and quiet. I thought for a minute that was a garbage can. I'm thinking, that's a garbage can being in the middle of the forest. But it's a reader board. We'll see what it says. Oh, it's about secrets of the only island in Loch Ness. Cherry Island, ahead of you, that way somewhere, is the only island in Loch Ness. The loch is a deep U-shaped trench scoured out by glaciers, which left behind no rocks big enough to form islands. The island, quote, is actually a man-made dwelling known as a cranag? I don't know, perhaps 2,500 years old. Kind of makes you wonder why. Oh, well, it may say, blah, 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 a causeway now underwater linked to the shore. Still don't know why they would bother. Maybe it's protection, because they could drop the drawbridge and nobody can come get them. Unless they rode out there and docked in their docks and burned their house down. But that wouldn't be nice. Oh, there's a nice little trail, but it's not my trail because I see my sign down here. Do you realize I just passed up a sitting bench? Oh, it's a big day. Yeah, here's my sign. This is the intersection. We can go this way, the high route to Invermoriston, or the lower route to Invermoriston. You'll never guess which way I'm taking. And it's not the high one. You can go ahead and climb the high one if you want to. I'm not. I'm going down this way. For those of you who don't know why I'm taking it so slow, I mean, I could complete this Great Glen Way a whole lot faster than what I'm doing. Well, I don't want to. And for another, I've got a lot of days left. Oh, what's that? That's a deer going into the woods. No, it's a dog, for God's sake. It's a black dog. I hope. Yes, it's a black dog. I thought, what is that? Okay. I got a lot of days before my flight out of Inverness. So I'm just taking little bites. I'm like 7 miles, 7.5 today to Invermoriston. That's all I'm going. I mean, I could go farther, but why? And even then, I'm going to end up having a couple of extra days in Inverness. Anyway, that's why I'm going slow. Person thinks they're in the deep, dark forest. I think the A82 is just right over those trees. Lots of traffic. Just when you think you're in the wilderness, you're not. Little boat sailing up Loch Ness. Every time I get a video of it, it hides behind a tree. Oh, trust me, it's there. Looks like a sitting spot to me. Oh yeah, see my name engraved on it? You can barely see it, but it is. And look at, you can see Loch Ness from here. And you can hear the traffic on the A82. That's a better shot of Loch Ness. But I have to keep going. I noticed the midgies are out. Ouch. I haven't passed any backpackers, or no backpackers have passed me. I've had day walkers and dog walkers come this way toward me, but I've never, that's it. Maybe a lot of people stop at Fort Augustus. Or, I know I didn't get that early of a start. So maybe they're ahead of me. That could be. I've got the forest to myself. That's what it feels like. There's a camping sign here. And this is this Invermoriston campsite. And I'm tempted because I've heard about it and I've seen it from other videos. And you go down here, but I've only gone like maybe 5 miles. I don't think I've even gone 5 miles. And it's a little soon. I really would like to, but I just need to get to Invermoriston. I may be sorry because there may be no place to tent in Invermoriston. But I'm just gonna have to chance it because it's just too early to stop. It's just too early, not enough miles. I don't even have 7 miles in yet. I was kind of hoping that post was going to tell me to go this way. Because I really wasn't wanting to go that way. But my map says, oh, Joe, you should go up the hill. It's not a very big hill. But it is up versus down. Oh well, it's not a very big deal. That's where the high route comes down and joins up. I don't think it means for us to go down this trail. According to my map, I just keep going on here. Yeah. The sign over here is kind of, because if you're going up this way, it says keep going. But I'm coming from that way, so I'm assuming that the opposite direction down is this way, going north. Yeah, I'm going to assume that. I don't know where that little trail goes to. We're staying on the main road. The main gravel road, anyway. That little trail it went off, I said I wasn't going to take. I think it's this one. It just parallels this road. It must join up after a certain fashion. I'll keep an eye on it. Well, so far, it's just paralleling this. It's a nice little path, track. And see, it's up here. I don't know where it joins up, or it's bound to join up, I guess. But it's a nice little track, and I could have gone on it, but I didn't. I went past where I was supposed to turn. I looked over there to my right, and I saw the town. I'm going, why does it look like I'm going past the town? Then I looked at my map and went, oh man, I bypassed the trail hanging to my right. And then I come back down and I saw bike riders come out. So I know that's where I'm supposed to go down, that way somewhere. I'm happy they didn't mark it. They came out here. Well, oh, I see. If I'd have stayed on that little path, that pleasant little path that I've talked about, I would have seen that marker down there. So if you come on this low route going to Invermoriston, and you see that intersection has a reader board, and you see that little trail, go ahead and take it. It's a nice little path. It parallels the main road, and then you won't get messed up like myself. Okay, here we go. I'll show you. See, this is the nice little trail. And it's a pleasant little trail. And it goes down to Invermoriston. The other one I was going, who knows, Timbuktu. You see? And there's my sign. Ah, it's nice. Another handy dandy arrow pointing me this way. All right. Going across the river. Oh, is that old bridge? That old arched bridge. Wow. Going over the river to Invermoriston. I'm going to find a place to pitch my tent, but a cafe, first of all. I have requirements. I'm having soup at the GLEN WAY Cafe, just 100 meters out of town of Invermoriston, and having soup and bread. It's lentil and it's a combination soup. It's nice, really hearty. Let me see if we turn this around. Look at the pat of butter. Good grief, that's a lot of butter. Oh, yes. Soup, and then I'll find some place to stay. I talked to the nicest lady in this shop, at the Invermoriston community shop. I think she probably owns it. She says I can camp, no problem, overnight, right in this park. Right close to that noisy car. You know, the kid must have potato in its exhaust. Anyway, pitch up all down to the, that side of the picnic area, and it's right close to the community building. And she says no problem. People pitch there all the time, just for the night on their way on the Great GLEN Way. So guess where I'm gonna go? Look at the bench I saw in this kind of a picnic area, parking. It's a community hall, but it's locked up, but it's got a restroom for 50p. You can use it. I got lots of 50-cent pieces. And it's got an outside water faucet that's good drinking water. I think I'll tent in those woods. I'll check it out. But look at this bench. Is that beautiful? Carol. It says, for Carol. That's a nice looking bench. Ooh, look at the burl on that. Nice piece of wood. Nice bench. The woman at the store gave me a real good tip too. She goes, when you go up out of town, I saw the sign, take the upper route. Oh, really? Why would I want to take the upper route? Because the lower route, you go up and down and up and down. And the higher route, you go up and then it's straight across. Good to know, because I wouldn't have taken the higher route. So, all sorts of information. Home sweet tent for the night. It's not a bad spot. It's about as level as I could find it. Ouch! I'm walking barefoot. It's a little uneven, but the ground was great to push your stakes in. So it's right beneath, a little off the side of Bench Carroll. People are slowly leaving the area. Nice, yeah, blends in. I had a nice little chat with I think it was like, I call him a park ranger. I don't know. He's just a maintenance person for the park anyway. He gave me some good advice too. He goes, yeah, take the high route. So you want to go past I said I only wanted to go like 7-8 miles. That view catcher thingy that's up there. It's not far enough, so there'll be places up there. You'll just have to come across them. And he goes, yeah, you know, you got to take all your trash when you go. Yeah. And he says, I know you know that. Yep. And he said he thinks the bathrooms are only open till 7:30. So I guess if I got to go to the bathroom, I better do it before 7:30. And he says, you know, it costs 50 cents. I go, yeah, I know, I saw that. I got lots of 50-cent pieces. So anyway, he says if you're still here when he's around in the morning doing stuff, he'll say hi. I don't know what time I'm not leaving real early. But I'll probably leave around at least 9 because I can't sleep any more than that. All right. I think that's just about going to be a wrap today. I can't leave my tent and go anywhere except maybe down to the restroom because I don't want to leave all my stuff exposed. Even if I zip my fly, you know. So, anyway, it's only 4 o'clock here, but I'll probably call it a day anyway. I know it's kind of early, but nothing else is going on today. I'm ensconcing my tent in the park at Invermoriston. Yep, so day 4 is officially in the books.